Outdoor spaces. It's getting warmer going into the summer. Going to be spending more time out there. This is one of those tools, and I am telling you, you will use it every single day, or you will have an opportunity to use it every day, because whether it is soil, whether it is dirt or leaves or sand or whatever that is out there on your pavers, out on your driveway, take a look how it gets rid of these leaves. Here's what's amazing. Here's what Sunjoe has done so well. It is power with this turbine air boost technology, getting 100-mile-per-hour wind, but they've kept it very lightweight and cordless. Look at that. First of all, there's no gas, there's no oil, there's no pull start, there's not even a cord to plug in, because this comes with that iconic Sunjoe battery. The Sunjoe battery alone is $49.99. This is the battery and the blower, all for $49.99 to clean all of those spaces, your stairs, your deck, your patio, your driveway, your walkway. How about those pavers? When the stuff get into those pavers, you know how hard that is to get out even with a broom? Now you're going to use your cordless blower and clean all of that off. $49.99, lightweight, easy to use. Joining us via Skype, our friend Bobby Milliken is at his house to show you how easy this is to work. Hey, Bobby, good to see you, man.
Good morning, Ty. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for joining us this morning. You know, I mentioned all those things that you can use it for. You could use this every day. There is something that you could clean up every single day with this guy.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do a demo right off the bat. Let's change it up. Follow me right here. I'm gonna ask my camera person to stay here. Watch this, Ty. You ready? Here we go. First demo. Boom. Look how easy that was. In literally like 3 seconds, I just blew all of the leaves off of my front patio. So this is it. This is our Sunjoe 24-volt lithium-ion battery-powered blower. Guy and I were on this yesterday, and I was telling everybody how this is my #1 favorite tool. And you know I represent over 100 Sunjoe tools. So to say this is my #1 is pretty much giving it the cream of the crop. This is the #1. Why? Because it's so well built. It's so well balanced. Look how it lays. I can lift it with one finger. I think it's like 5 pounds or so. That's with the battery. Anybody can use this blower. Here's what you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about gas. We're not using gas. We're not worrying about waiting in line to pay gas. Here's also what you don't have to worry about. You're not tethered to a cord. I love the freedom that you have with this blower. And again, assembly, it's super simple. Attach a tube A to tube B, and you're good to go. And that's it, Ty.
And then just lock on that battery. And again, that battery, if you know, I call it the iconic Sunjoe battery. Bobby, you and I were talking earlier. This battery alone is $49.99. And now you're getting the blower and the battery. And that battery you can use on over 150 other Sunjoe items. So now you're getting a backup battery. If you step outside and there's sand and there's leaves, there's dirt, there's a little bit of soil, instead of grabbing the broom, instead of plugging anything in, or a big pull start, or wearing a big backpack to carry something around, this is it right here. About 4 pounds, you clip on the battery, and you are getting the power. But Bobby, what's impressive is that Sunjoe has taken something with so much power, but also kept it lightweight and very easy, simple to use.
Yeah, and this is something you're going to use all year long. Literally, this is a 4 seasons tool. I've got some demos in here. Maybe you just mowed the grass.
Yep.
And you want to get those clippings off the street. No problem. Maybe you got some soil, some dirt. Look at it.
Yep.
No problem. Blows right off. Maybe you got some hay left over. Maybe you live on some farm. That's no problem. Maybe you went to the beach and you've got sand. No problem right there. I'm going to try something different, Ty. I'm going to invite you to look in this is my wife's SUV. I'm going to go around the side, because sometimes you get crud inside the car. Maybe it's sand. Maybe it's grass from the soccer cleats. Somehow, I don't know how leaves get in here, Ty, but they do. But this is what I use it for. I go in the car. Look at that. Boom. I just blow it right out. I mean, look at that. Yes, you could take a vacuum to it, but in literally 3 seconds, Ty, boom, I just clean out the entire back of my wife's SUV. Again, another just reason to show how you're using this all year long. I've even used this inside my house for dog hair. So I've used it inside, outside, driveway, patio, porch, cars, SUVs. My buddy Brian, real quick, I'll throw it back to you. He uses this to dry off his car and his motorcycle. So the uses are limitless.
Yeah, right now at $49.99, that is a hot deal. That is a limited time. Normally, this is $90. It's $89.99. You're getting $40 off. I want you to read the reviews as well. I think there's over 150 perfect 5-star reviews. And it's because it's easy to use. It's because when you see a mess, when you have the dirt, instead of thinking like, I got to get gas for the leaf blower, or I got to find the extension cord and plug it in, you just walk over and go right to it. If you have other Sunjoe items, you know how Sunjoe items are made for you and I, right? There are the people that you can hire to pay $200, $300 to come out and clean the outside, and they've got these big, loud tools that have gas. Sunjoe says, you know what, you can do these things yourself. You can save money from hiring a whole team, and we'll make it lightweight and powerful enough for you to do it. And that's why I love these Sunjoe items. And if you have them, you know that that's why we love them so much. That's why they're one of our leading outdoor brands here. And it is this easy that you're seeing right here. Do you live in a place where there's a lot of leaves, and you just need to get it off that walkway? You need to get it off of that driveway, whether it's sand or dirt or soil or any of that. It's that time of year where we want to make sure everything is cleaned up. We're going to be doing a little more gardening out there at $49.99. Maybe it's that patio furniture outside. Maybe the kids are bringing in some dirt, or just that walkway. You have guests coming over and you look outside and there's leaves and there's dirt. Look how quickly you're going to be able to clean this off. So when I say there's an opportunity to use this every single day, you will. Even light snow. If there's light snow, not anything that's too compacted, light snow will actually, you can blow that away off of your steps as well. $49.99. I'm being joined by our friend Bobby Milliken. He's joining us via Skype so he can be at his home to show us how to use it.
So, Ty, to your point, again, we could use this tool all year long. I'm sure it's a little bit tough to see. The sun is shining at us, but you got that orange dust or that yellow coat of pollen. Use your blower, get it out, and then boom, you can just instantly blow all of that off. That simple. Follow me over here. If you or your husband is into shop or woodworking, maybe you've got sawdust all over your bench, bring out the blower. Boom, it's just that quick. And let me just talk, it's so simple. I mean, this is the easiest one to demo because it's like that instant gratification. And if you're just joining us and you're like, who the heck is Sunjoe? Let me back up a minute. We've been in business for 15 years. Okay, we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary with you here at HSN. We are great at making tools that are powerful yet lightweight. And let me just talk about the battery for a second, can I?
Yep.
This is our 24-volt battery. You get this with your purchase, okay? This is like a $50 value. I know we'll throw a graphic up if we have any extras. If you want to buy a backup, great idea. It's no fade power. It's lithium ion. It's fast charging, and it's powerful. And if you see, you hit the button right there. I don't know if you can tell, but that's how you see how much juice you've got, and that's 3 out of 3 if I hit that button. So this is it, and this is the kicker. This works in over 150 of our other Snowjoe and Sunjoe items in our tool lineup. So if you've been shopping with Ty and I, you've been shopping with Guy and I in the garden for the last 5 years, you probably have one of our other tools. Now you got a backup battery, Ty.
Yeah, a backup battery for any other of your items here. This is one of those things where you drive up, you pull up maybe at the end of the day and you see that dirt on your driveway, or you see that dirt on your walkway. And what you do now, you kind of ignore it and you wait till tomorrow or the next day till you feel like pulling out the big heavy tools and the extension cord and all that. You're not going to have to. You're going to reach in. You're going to grab this with just a flick of the switch right here. Listen to this power. Woo-hoo-hoo. That power in about 4 pounds. You're going to clean it up immediately. And now the outside of your home or your back patio, wherever you are, stays clean over and over because it is so easy now to blow that dirt, that sand, that soil, those leaves, maybe a little bit of snow, whatever it is, it's going to be easy to keep everything clean. And that's what we want. That's what Sunjoe does. Sunjoe says, look, we can give you the power, the technology, but we can also make it very easy for you to use so you won't think twice about having to clean up that walkway or that pathway. At $49.99, maybe this is for you. Maybe this is for someone you know who maybe lives on their own, lives by themselves, and maybe doesn't have a big garage and can't carry a big heavy tool or run an extension cord. Look how simple and easy and streamlined. Bobby, the design of this is so good. I was talking about that turbine air boost technology, how they've streamlined all of that power and still able to keep it lightweight. That's what Sunjoe has done to make this so easy.
Well, I don't know if you could take a look in here, Ty, but that's inside, under the hood, so to speak, is that jet turbine, okay? Just like in a real airplane. What we've done is we've maximized the space and utilizing all the power. So it's all going one way. So you're getting all the power of that blow force out straight out the tube. 100 miles an hour. I mean, that number to me is mind-blowing. 350 watts under the hood. If you missed some of the earlier demos, let me just show you again. So many uses, right? Everyone's mowing their lawn right now. You get grass clippings all over the place. All you do, Ty, is hit the switch, flick it on, and then look, your grass, done, easy. You've got dirt or mulch. Maybe you just finished planting. You want a quick cleanup.
Right.
That's all you're going to do is blow that right out of the way. You just went to the beach. You've got sand. You've got sand coming out the SUV. Blow it away. Maybe it's some hay. Maybe it's just the leaves over here. I know the wind's blowing all over the place here, but you get the point. Look at this. I just blow it all on the street, Ty.
Just put it out there. As long as it's off of your property, you're good. You're right. You want cleanup to be quick, Bobby, right? After we've done all the work, you don't want to spend another hour on cleanup. This makes it so quick and so easy, right? And yeah, as long as it's not on your driveway.
Right.
Blow it somewhere else. Bobby, so good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us.
Great to see you guys. Enjoy your purchase. You're going to love it. Thanks so much, Ty.
899-270. That's your item number there. Hey, while you're at hsn.com, I want you to look out some other Sun Joe items. I've pulled one here